toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Stanford's offense will have first crack at this one. And Jesse, this offense is built around a guy who could be a generational talent at wide receiver.
This offense is explosive because of that guy. He can take routine catches and turn them into long touchdowns. He can take the top off of a defense. They're going to throw his way early and often in this game.
And I can tell you already, the defensive coordinator is not enjoying his life. Like, every single play, you better know where he is. He can wreck a game in one play, can hit the home run at any time. All eyes will be on him.
Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's Branson. Throws to the tight end. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. The Cardinal come to the line, facing third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So the NC State Wolfpack comes out, and they'll have the ball for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country, and how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse. Do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy.
Turning it on! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Offense set on first down. Gets the back moving. The option look. Now the toss. At the 45 on its way. Oh, a lot of space. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you can tell. He made them pay with a big gain down the field.
Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break one. At some point in this game, he's going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. He makes a grab. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Using his feet. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these design runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost it.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Slam down again, and they tried to just grind out this 1st down in 2 straight plays. They have been denied. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. To the air, it's Gobranson. Caught behind the line, it's Davis. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Gives it on the option. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They just haven't been able to get much going so far, punting it away on both possessions. Wants to throw. It's Branson. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll leave it with the lone back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long.
I just love the way the defense prepares.
Fires one high and deep. Got it in straight at the 15. Touchdown, Stanford. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, they worked the play action, and he had his guy outside one-on-one on the go route. There was no question he was going to be getting the football on this one. Phenomenal job stacking the defender on the route. He gets in behind him, able to make the catch way down the field, and then run it in for the touchdown.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On the option. He'll pitch it. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. To the air, it's Barnett. Grab near the marker, it's Fleming. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it. Welcome.
A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Hall. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the football.
Tons of room in the middle. He's at the tip, and he'll take it to
defensively, they knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get to the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Gonna run it. It's Scott. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Wolfpack, after that big play on the ground, might just run it until they stop it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The give from the gun. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
Great job by the defense, understanding what they were seeing. They played the read game beautifully, strung it out. The quarterback continues to drift to his left. No space to get through. Tackle for a loss for this defense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make the play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
To throw, it's Branson. Wide open downfield. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Ripping through the defense. He's down at the 25-yard line. Waning moments of the first half. It is a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got his man. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. They'll immediately call timeout. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Touchdown, Stanford! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this ball now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Oh, they're after him. Going to try to get it himself. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver at his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got him downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stanford will boot it away to start this second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. The play action fake. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. And you saw it right there.
Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Gobranson. A little release to the back. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. 2nd down coming up.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Wants to go up top. Release to the back. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Here comes the option. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State has to come up with a big play here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it down the left side. Open spaces. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The give to Davis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Right Gets the back on the option, the give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. He leaves it with his back. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Gives it on the option. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. He might want another play. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Flips it out on the screen. At the 35, he's loose. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. He'll keep it himself. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that would be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Boston. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Here we go. The Wolfpack now operating in the red zone. Let's go. Quick with the spin move. Touchdown, NC State. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
This option rushing attack stresses a defense in so many different ways. That's already their second rushing touchdown using the option.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Branson. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker shows you his speed right there.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And he's knocked down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Under fire. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man, where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll ride his man on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Fires to the right. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The defense will try to hold up one more time. Under 2 minutes to go. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw, it's Branson. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Wants to throw it. Got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Eighth play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun. Wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. Grab near the sticks. It's Davis. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And they got to the line expeditiously. Spiked it and stopped the clock. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Picked off to stop the threat. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
Quarterback's just going to take a knee.